how to graph a line. And we're going to be doing the same thing today. We're going to graph lines, except for now, what do you see instead of an equal sign? An equality symbol, okay? So we're going to do shading today. So you're still going to do the lines, but now we're going to do shading, just like on a number line. You know how we put open or close, and then we shaded one whole side? It's going to be the same thing. We're still going to have open and close, but it's going to switch over to dotted and solid lines, and you're still going to shade one whole side, okay? All right, so now we just kind of reviewed this. How do we graph something like this? What are we going to do?
Go on the x-axis and plot number 4 and shade to the left.
Okay, not the x-axis though.
I mean the y-axis.
The y-axis, okay? Since it's y equals, now keep in mind, write it in slope-intercept form if you need to. So y is less than 0x plus 4. If you need to rewrite it like that, go ahead and do that, okay? All right, so now we're starting at 4, so go up to 4. Make a dot. Now, how do you do a slope of 0? It's a horizontal line. Okay, now what we have to be careful of here, though, is we have solid versus dotted lines. Does anybody know how to tell if it's a solid line or a dotted line? Tanner, right?
Yeah, if it's greater than or equal, greater than or equal or less than or equal to, you put a straight and a dotted line on solid line.
A solid line, okay.
And then if it's just less than or less than or greater than, it's just dotted line.
Okay, very good. Okay, so what he's saying is if you have less than or greater than, okay, this is going to be a dotted line. Okay? And the important part here is dotted line, that means not part of the solution. Just like when we had an open circle, it wasn't part of our answer, a dotted line will not be part of our answer. Okay? Yes, sir?
So then if it's less than or equal to, it would be, it wouldn't be a dot line, would it?
Okay, so if it's, I don't know why this go away. Okay, so now if it's less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, that's going to be a solid line. Okay, a solid line, and that is part of the solution. So part of your answer. Okay, so those are kind of the two things there we need to know. Okay, so dotted line has no equal sign. If you have an equal sign, make a solid line. Okay, so now with that being said, going back and looking at number 1 there, or the first example there, is that solid or dotted? It's going to be a dotted line. Okay, so a dotted, hash, however you put it. Okay, still arrows on the end, but make a dotted line there. Don't make it solid. Okay. All right, so now we've got solid and dotted. Okay. Now, how do we know which way to shade? Anybody know that? Which way the arrow's pointing? We're gonna read the sign. All right. So if it says y is less than, where is less than on your graph? It'd be down, right? No, not right and left here on this one. Okay. It's either up or down when there's a y. Up or down. Okay. So in this case, if it says y is less than, where is less than my starting position? Everything below it, okay? So everything we do today is going to be based off of this guy, okay? Based off of this guy. Okay, so we're going to shade down, and now when we do our shading, guys, you are going to shade the whole side because you're saying all of these answers work. If you don't shade on the entire side, then you're leaving some answers out. Okay, so go ahead and start shading. Start coloring there. Okay, does anybody have a question on that one? Okay, so now let's go down and we're gonna look at the next one. We're gonna actually drop down and look at this guy first, okay? All right, so now, how do I graph this? Riley, start us off. Where are we gonna start at?
-3.
Good, we're gonna start at -3. All right, now how do I do a slope of -1/2, Monica? -1/2.
You go over 1 down to the, no, right? Over 1, down 1, over 2.
Good, down 1, right, because it's negative, so we go down 1 and to the right 2. Okay, now that goes off my grid, so we're going to go opposite direction there, up 1, left 2. Up 1, left 2. Okay. All right, now is this a solid or dotted line? Dotted, right, because there's no equal sign. So we have a dotted line. Make sure you go all the way across your grid there. Okay, so now what symbol is this? Okay, where would less than go? We go down, right? Less than goes down. Okay, again, it's all based off that start point. So here's my start point. Where is less than the start point? Down, okay? So if it's down because it's less than, that means everything on this side of that line gets shaded, okay? So when you're doing your shading here, do everything down here. All right, quick question. How many solutions do we have here? I got a piece of candy if you know the answer. How many solutions do we have here?
None.
Disagree? You shaded. Nick?
Half.
Nope. Anybody else want to try some? What? You said, I think you said like half the graph.
Oh.
Okay. What else? What? You know what else come up with the right answer? He's at least trying.
All the points are due.
All the points under. So how many is that?
3.
You're gonna count those?
Wait, what?
Okay, well let's think about this for a second. Would you guys agree, I'll make it blue here. Would you guys agree like that if I shaded, that this would be an answer? Yeah, would this be an answer?
There's 5.
What about this little guy? What about like that guy?
A lot.
Okay, well what's a better word than a lot?
All.
Well, I can't, it's not all,
All of the
because
shaded
we have a bunch
area.
here that don't work, right? Everything up here is no good.
All of the shaded area.
All of the shaded area, I like that, but there's how many? I want a number, like a kind of like a number. How many solutions do we have? I want something like this. Huh? Infinite many. That's right. That's right. The reason she's right when she says infinitely many solutions is, guys, these arrows mean what? They go on forever, right? And so if I'm looking at they go on forever, the shading technically goes on forever, down, 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 forever and ever and ever, right? So you have an infinite number of solutions here. Okay? I can come up with thousands upon thousands of them just right here. I can say 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. Then we could go 1.31, 1.32, You see how we can do that forever and ever and ever? I mean, you start taking decimals and fractions, we could go on and on and on. Okay? So now, no answers up here work. Answers here work. What about this guy right here? Guy I'm marking right here. Is he an answer?
Yes.
Alexis, why you shake your head no, because you're correct. Okay. Why is it not an answer?
Because it's not the
Because
shaded.
it's on the dotted line. Alright? If it's a dotted line, anything on that line will not work. So this guy's out, all those dots you made, that gives you your boundary, but it's not actually an answer. It has to be in the shaded region. Okay? Alright, let's go over here to the fourth one now. What did we